Labing-isa pang miyembro ng Abu Sayyaf ang sumuko naman sa ubong sandataan sa Basilan. Ang pagsuko ng mga bandidong kalyado ng Maute Group ay nabigyan ng daan sa pamamagitan ni Mayor Gulam Hataman ng Bayan ng Sumisip at iba pang pinunong lokal. At ayon kay Hataman, ito ay nagpapatunay na nasa tamang direksyon ang pagdedeklara ng Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ng batas militar sa Mindanao. Bunga din ito anya ng pagtutulungan ng militar at mamamayan ng Basilan upang matamo ang kapayapaan at kaunlaran para sa kapakanan ng bawat Pilipino.
Di umanong inabandona na ng kinikilalang leader ng ISIS sa bansa na si Isnilon Hapilon ang grupong Maute sa Marawi. Ito ang pahayag ni AFP Public Affairs Chief Colonel Edgar Arevalo sa programang The Source.
We have report that shows or says that Isnilon Hapilon, the touted emir of ISIS in the Philippines, has already abandoned his people. So this indicates somehow that their defense or their leadership and their command and control is already collapsing due to the intense pressure that our government forces are now letting them experience.
So when you say that Isnilon Hapilon has abandoned the group, so he's already out of Marawi?
We have those reports that indicate that because we monitor them according to our sources on the ground and from those who we have rescued, and most of them were not quite able to say they saw Isnilon Hapilon lately. So these are some indicators that he has abandoned his people.
Dagdag pa ni Arevalo, nagkausap ang mga imam at ang Maute Group kahapon habang may pansamantalang tigil putukan bilang pagrespeto sa pagtatapos ng Ramadan. Sinabi rin niya na sinikap umano ng mga imam na kumbinsihin ang teroristang grupo na sumuko sa gobyerno. Kasalukuyang ding hawak pa ng grupong Maute ang hindi bababa sa 100 bihag.
There were 8 of them actually, to include these are imam, respected religious leader, and to include one alias Bin Laden. He called us Bin Laden. Is being respected by the group. He was able to speak to Abdullah, and the information that we got was that there was this group were trying to convince the leaders of the Maute ISIS group to surrender and set free the civilians they're still holding hostage up to that time. But with regard to how it went out and it finally turned out, we are not quite privy about it yet. Right now, what we still have root are estimates. They were saying that it is around 100 to 120 still. And what is quite disturbing and making it more challenging on the part of the Armed Forces of the Philippines was the reported use of these civilians as workers. One thing is somehow a good news, a welcome development or welcome news, if we could say, was that reports coming from those who were able to rescue that Father Chito is still alive.
Mapapanood
as a manifestation of the war materials that are being discovered every day. We have already recovered around 360 high-powered firearms and thousands of ammunitions, IEDs, and several fuel bombs along the way. We have also discovered several cadavers. In the last 48 hours, we discovered a 2 Middle Eastern cadaver, and we are now in the process of conducting investigation to identify or to provide identification. And another manifestation is the areas that we covered since the start of our campaign, particularly in the conflict area. If you will notice, we have cleared 89 or rather 86 buildings, and these buildings were occupied by the Maute, by the local terrorist group, and we are inch by inch moving towards the center of gravity. Another manifestation is the crumbling of leadership inside the conflict zone. or in the ground zero. Okay, we have validated reports that there are leadership problem inside. Okay, they also lack ammunitions. Okay, they have very limited maneuver space. Ang ibig sabihin nito, lumiliit po yung mundo nila, lumiliit yung maneuver space nila, lumiliit yung defensive positions nila.
But they're still able to set houses on fire, sir.
Well, it is obvious because they have firepower. So, yun lang pwede lang gawin to fire back. Okay? While we are pushing them to their death. Okay? So, yun talagang mangyayari doon. So, that's the perspective na nangyayari ngayon sa battleground.
Sir, could I ask, you said you validated reports that there are leadership problems inside the NATO group. What kind of problems are you talking about?
Well, this can be explained on the issue of the tactical placement of their troops, the issue of money, okay, the issue of decision making. Some of them, okay, especially those other groups would like already to get away from the battle zone. Okay? In Tagalog, gusto na nilang lumayas, gusto na nilang tumakas. However, there are some groups who wanted to stay behind or stay in the conflict zone to hold their positions. These are the things that are affecting, okay, in terms of morale. Mahina na sila, they are weak, okay. So these are the manifestations that they're losing their ground, especially the center of gravity.
Sir, aside from the warming area, what other...
Is that rejoinder to the question?
Aside from the warming area, what other materials have you found from them? Recovered from them?
Well, some are like sniper rifles, machine guns, RPGs, anti-tank weapons. So these are the capabilities of the... Yes, we have the number. We have recovered. Okay. 347 firearms. Okay. You just connote this to those who are holding firearms, diba? I don't have the specific details right now. Okay. Yes, we have recovered hundreds of communication equipments. Well, pwede siyang sabihin, it can be attributed to the losing of positions, okay, losing of strategic placement of troops. Pag nawalang communication mo, anong mangyayari sa tropa mo? You cannot command. You will miss the deployment of troops. Yun lang ang pag-explain pag ang communication mo ay nawala. Okay? Just like cellphone. Paano mo ko-contact yung gusto mong kausapin pag nawala yung cellphone? So these are the things that are happening now on the ground.
What are there any text messages, cellphones that can be exploited?
Precisely, we have exploited a lot of communications, but those are, operational matters.
Sir, the probability that they have, all of them have escaped, like you said, most likely Hapilon has escaped, and perhaps the two brothers have escaped. If ever, how do you think they might have escaped, given that we already basically have cordoned off most of the areas? Do you think it may have taken a boat engine somewhere and slipped out on a boat? And how critical is this area, especially the Maruntao area?
Yes, I mentioned most likely. It doesn't.
Maruntao area.
it doesn't mean it's confirmed. There are reports that Isnilon Hapilon slip away. However, we are doing continuous validation. Okay? So anong impact nun eh? Kung tatakas yung leader mo, iiwan mo yung mga sundalo mo, so what will happen to your command and control? Yun lang explanation.
Okay. Yung po sinabi nyo na meron po there's a leadership issue, could it have been also instigated by the tribal differences? As you know, the Tausugs have come in. I mean, we were here 3 months ago, and even when we were calling, we already noticed the increased presence of Tausug civilians or residents living here. Do you think this may have contributed to the divide within the mountain leadership?
Precisely, merong impact ito, especially on the in terms of connectivity, no, familial ties. Remember, those involved Mauti brothers are Maranao. And there is a huge clamor among the constituents of Maranao, our traditional leaders, our religious leaders, no, convincing these people to get out, convincing these people to surrender, because they are not only destroying Marawi City, but they are also destroying the heritage, the culture, and the next generations of Maranao people. So kung makikita mo doon, ang talagang na-involved doon, there are Maguindanaoan, Tausug, Yakan, and they're not from here. So they don't care kung anong mangyari dito sa Marawi City. And these are the things that we are observing every day. Okay? Those problems of communication, problems of discipline, problems of ideological perspective. Kasi yung kino-confront kasi natin dito, it's not a simple terror, it's a complex terrorist kasi because of the hybrid combination. Marami dito ang nalure sa pera. Marami dito ang prinamis ng leadership na pera. Okay? Kaya kung makikita natin, babalikan natin yung istorya, yung narrative, anong gagawin nila? Isisil off nilang Marawi City. They will loot, kukunin lahat nila ng kayamanan, and these are the promises. Ngayon, nagsisisi sila. Okay? Ang daming nagsisisi ngayon ng mga taga-Marawi, no? Because of what happened. Okay? Hindi nila na-foresee yung ganitong mangyayari.
Joint Task Force Marawi media briefing there. Spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Joar Herrera says the humanitarian pause on Sunday was generally